Yo, what's going on, 99s? And I'm going to show you how to increase your FPS on Escape from Tarkov. So, what you're going to need is Escape from Tarkov, PC, and 4 programs on my PC, which I will get to later on in this video. So I'm going to start off with the hyperthreading. Now, what you're going to see on screen is me and my BIOS, and what you want to do is disable hyperthreading, and this is going to essentially turn your virtual cores off. So if you've got a 4-core processor from Intel, it'll normally say 8 in your task manager, but when you turn it off it'll only be 4. I don't know why, but this definitely helps for Tarkov. You get 10 to 20 FPS increase at least. It's a weird one, but if you are a streamer or you use Photoshop or any editing software for rendering, all that kind of thing, don't turn it off. Just you'll have to settle with the frames you get now without hyperthreading turned off. It's one of those things. If you play Tarkov and you're just browsing around on your PC, you're playing games and stuff, hyperthreading is not that important. But if you're using like editing software and all that stuff, you definitely want to have that turned on. So after that, what you're going to see is on my screen right now is these 4 programs. So we've got timer resolution, memory cleaner, quick CPU, and MSI afterburner. So we'll start off with timer resolution. Now this is really simple. It definitely helps if you have a 144Hz monitor. You're going to click maximum, and that will take your the milliseconds to your screen. So mine's default at 1 millisecond. This takes it to 0.499, sorry. So just minimize that. The next is quick CPU, which I shall drag over here. I will leave a link to all of these apps in the description. So what it does is it shows all your cores, your temperatures, but the most important thing, and the thing that's going to help Tarkov, is this core parking index, the turbo boost index, and the frequency scaling index. Turn all them to 100% if they're not already. Click apply, OK, and make sure this is set high performance, by the way, if you haven't got it already. So next is MSI afterburner, and we shall go on this. So what this is, it's an overclocking software for your graphics card. I personally use it all the time. It does definitely get you a few frames here and there, but it's one of these things that you need to research, and because if you just start messing around with these clock speeds, it can just break your computer really easy. So don't do that. That's my personal settings for my GTX 1070. However, everyone's will differ. Even if you have the exact same card as me, it will not be the exact same of what your PC can handle. So once you've got your settings correct, you just press that and press save and assign it to a number, which I already do. And yeah, the best thing about this, if you go into the settings, go into fan, you can set a custom fan thing. I don't know what to call it, a fan table. Make sure that box is ticked, and what I normally do is set this to default 60. Because my card's not that loud, you can't hear it that much, but yeah, that's what I do. And then it just, as your temperature goes up, your fan will increase in speed, keeping your graphics card cooler. As you can see, mine's currently set to 37 degrees, which is nice. Right, so that's MSI afterburner. Next one, memory cleaner. I'm pretty sure you've seen this in other Tarkov guides. However, trim processes, you want all these boxes ticked, and then you will close memory cleaner and reopen it, and that will save, and it will boot up every time you open Windows. Because even if you're not playing Tarkov and you're doing other things, playing other things, Apex Legends, whatever, it's a good thing to have running in the background. It will clear your system cache, it will clear your processes that don't need doing, that don't need to be on, and it just gives your memory like a refresh every now and then, which is great. And that's about it for the apps. Now if we open Tarkov, I will show you the in-game settings that we need to use. Just wait for this to open real quick. A lot of the settings in game are definitely up to you, like they're not set in stone. However, this is what my PC can handle and what runs good for me. and if you've got a similar setup, try it, see what it does, adjust some of them if you don't like the way the game looks, change some of them, it's up to you. Right, so now we're in. If we go to the graphics settings, native resolution always, aspect ratio 16:9, full screen definitely gives you more frames. VSync, I have that turned on and I'll show you why in a second. So texture quality high, shadow quality high, that's because my graphics card can handle that, and if yours is lower than mine, I'd recommend notching them down slightly. LOD quality down, right down. Overall visibility, this is one that I think is up to you. I'll put it at 400. It allows you to see people easier. The bushes and stuff don't render in as far. Kind of overpowered in my opinion, because normally I have it set on like 2000, but since switching it to 400, graphically nothing's dropped off. It doesn't look shit. It looks quite nice. So 400 for me. Shadow visibility, you want this all the way down in my opinion, just simply because you want less shadows in the game, make it easy to see people. You want that graphical edge over people that are using high. SSAO off, contract SSAO off, SSR off, anisotropic filtering off, anti-aliasing, this is up to you. If you turn it off, you get more frames. FXAA, blurry in my opinion. Number 4, that's just too much to handle from our PC by far, and this just makes a really nice sweet spot for making the game look nice, and it still runs good. Sharpness, up to you again. Crank these 2 all the way up, turn these 3 off, and that's how you want to be set up. So I will now let you know why I have VSync on. Let me just Alt F4 the game. Right, the reason I have VSync on is because when you go to the NVIDIA control panel and you go to Manage 3D Settings, Program Settings, it's a slow program, Right, so what you'll have to do is either find Escape from Tarkov in this drop down menu, or you can click Add and Browse, and it will find exactly what you need. However, I've got Tarkov in there. Right, now if you want to use these settings, I highly recommend them. Some of them will gain you frames. So off for anti-aliasing mode, maximum pre-rendered frames 1, multi-frame sampled AA off, power management mode, prefer maximum performance, preferred refresh rate, highest available, because I have a 144Hz monitor, but even if you've got a 60, just still go highest available. Shader cache on, texture filtering on, texture filtering quality, high performance, texture filtering trilinear optimization on, threaded optimization on, trouble buffering off, vertical sync off. See, because I had vertical sync turned on in Tarkov, when you switch it off in here, it unlocks the frame rate cap of 120 in Tarkov, which means if you're playing factory or something, you can get a higher frame rate than 120. And virtual reality pre-rendered frames 1. Let me just go back to vertical sync real quick. If you only have a 60Hz monitor, I'd just have it off in the in-game menu. But if you have a 144Hz monitor, definitely turn it off in here and on in-game. And that's about it. So, if you enjoyed watching that and it helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and share. Thanks for watching, and peace.